Imagine waking up high above the city, with sunlight pouring through floor-to-ceiling windows and an endless skyline stretching beyond the glass. There is something uniquely captivating about a high-rise apartment. It is not simply the height, the view, or the prestige of living above the streets. It is the way architecture, light, furniture, materials, and carefully considered details come together to create an atmosphere that feels elevated in every sense. High-rise interiors have a special opportunity. They can take advantage of dramatic views, abundant natural light, open layouts, and a sense of uninterrupted space. But the most beautiful apartments do not rely on the view alone. Instead, they create interiors that are just as impressive when the curtains are closed and the city disappears behind them. In this video, we explore the art of designing high-rise apartments that feel luxurious, contemporary, comfortable, and timeless. From panoramic living spaces to sophisticated kitchens, elegant bedrooms, and carefully styled details, these interiors demonstrate how to transform an apartment in the sky into a true sanctuary. The power of the view. One of the greatest advantages of a high-rise apartment is the view. From several floors above the ground, the world outside becomes part of the interior experience. Buildings, mountains, water, lights, and changing skies can become a natural piece of artwork that constantly evolves throughout the day. Because of this, the architecture should allow the view to take center stage. Floor-to-ceiling windows are one of the defining features of many luxury high-rise apartments. They create a direct relationship between the interior and the surrounding environment, allowing daylight to travel deep into the home. During the day, the apartment can feel bright, open, and connected to the city. As evening arrives, the same windows transform completely, reflecting the glow of thousands of lights and creating an atmosphere that feels cinematic. The key is not to compete with that scenery. Furniture can be positioned to face the windows, creating natural places to sit and appreciate the surroundings. Low-profile sofas and lounge chairs can preserve sightlines, while transparent glass tables and open shelving can maintain the feeling of spaciousness. Window treatments also matter. Heavy, complicated curtains can make a room feel smaller and block the very feature that makes a high-rise apartment special. Instead, soft floor-to-ceiling curtains can frame the windows while adding warmth and privacy. When drawn open, they disappear into the architecture. When closed, they create a softer, more intimate atmosphere. The view should feel like a permanent part of the design. Rather than filling every wall with decoration, designers can allow the skyline to provide visual interest. A simple piece of artwork, a sculptural chair, or a beautifully textured wall may be all that is needed. This approach creates an important principle for high-rise design. Luxury is not always about adding more. Sometimes, it is about knowing what to leave untouched. Open, elegant living spaces. High-rise apartments often benefit from open-plan layouts, where the living room, dining area, and kitchen flow naturally into one another. When designed correctly, this openness can make the apartment feel significantly larger. But an open layout does not mean that every area should look identical. The goal is to create visual continuity while giving each zone its own identity. A large contemporary sofa can establish the living area. Its shape can define the space without requiring walls or partitions. A sculptural coffee table can become the centerpiece, while a soft rug creates a sense of comfort and visually anchors the furniture. The materials are equally important. Natural wood introduces warmth into modern architecture. Stone adds weight and sophistication. Glass creates lightness, while brushed metal can bring subtle refinement. Textiles such as wool, linen, velvet, and boucle soften the harder architectural surfaces. This combination prevents a high-rise interior from feeling cold. A common mistake in contemporary apartment design is to focus so heavily on minimalism that the space loses personality. Beautiful high-rise interiors avoid this by combining clean architectural lines with tactile materials and carefully selected objects. The color palette can remain restrained without becoming boring. Warm whites, cream, beige, taupe, soft gray, brown, and charcoal create a sophisticated foundation. Small amounts of darker tones can add depth, while natural timber prevents the neutral palette from feeling flat. Lighting then brings everything together. During the day, natural light can dominate the room. At night, layered lighting creates a completely different experience. Recessed ceiling lights provide general illumination, while floor lamps, table lamps, wall lights, and pendant fixtures introduce softer pools of light. Details that create luxury. Luxury is often found in the details that are easiest to overlook. In a high-rise apartment, the architecture may already be impressive, but it is the smaller decisions that determine whether the interior feels ordinary or exceptional. Consider the hallway. Instead of treating it as a passageway, it can become part of the design story. A long console, a textured wall, carefully positioned lighting, and a large artwork can transform an otherwise forgotten space. Then there are the doors. Full-height doors can emphasize the vertical proportions of the apartment, creating a more sophisticated architectural appearance. Minimal handles and concealed frames can make the walls appear cleaner and more continuous. Flooring also has a major impact. Wide timber boards can bring warmth and elegance, while large format stone can create a seamless, contemporary foundation. The important thing is consistency. When materials flow naturally from one area to another, the apartment feels larger and more connected. Mirrors can also be used strategically. Rather than covering every wall with reflective surfaces, a large mirror can be positioned to reflect light, architecture, or the city view. This can make the apartment feel brighter while adding another layer of visual depth. Furniture should feel intentional. A high-rise apartment does not need to be filled with expensive pieces. It needs pieces with presence. A curved sofa. A sculptural lounge chair. A beautifully proportioned dining table. A dramatic pendant. A handcrafted side table. These objects can become visual landmarks within the space. Plants can bring another important layer. A high-rise apartment has the potential to be much more than a beautiful place above the city. It can become a carefully composed experience, one where architecture and interior design work together to create comfort, elegance, and atmosphere. The windows connect the home to the world outside. The furniture defines how we experience the space. Natural materials bring warmth. Lighting creates mood. Art introduces personality. And thoughtful details transform an impressive apartment into a place that genuinely feels like home. The most successful high-rise interiors do not simply display luxury, they make luxury feel effortless. They understand that true sophistication comes from proportion, restraint, quality, and comfort. They allow the architecture to breathe while adding enough texture and personality to make the space feel human. And perhaps that is what makes these interiors so inspiring. High above the noise of the streets, surrounded by glass, light, and extraordinary views, the apartment becomes a private world of its own. A place where modern architecture meets everyday life. A place where the city becomes part of the scenery, and a place where every detail, from the smallest lamp to the largest window, contributes to one beautiful idea, living beautifully above the city.